Yo, this is Solada checking in, and today I'll be talking about how, the social norm or socialization around the world is and shit like that. And, it's cool to talk to people and shit like that, but, it ain't, it becomes cool for a while, but then it's like, okay, it gets boring, or it's not that much stimulation because it be like words in the air and shit like that. And then air, it likes to float around. But the thing is okay, air got to come down and shit like that. If you're not talking anything productive to do in reality and shit like that, it becomes ass. And then one thing that I noticed that a lot of people in this world, they like to talk, sound good and shit like that, but they don't like to do shit. And I get it. At times, it might seem like, oh, I don't like to do this, I don't like to do that, but you can't get it. You can't get out. You can't be in that state for too long. You gotta get out of that state or that space and shit like that. Like a lot of people in this world, they like to be stagnant or to be clingy. And I experienced this actually today, going through transformation and shit like that. You so used to being this state or being this type of pattern, and then once you get out of it, it might feel uncomfortable, but it's actually worth it. You feeling naked or whatever, it's gonna feel uncomfortable and shit like that. But that just means you're growing. If you never went through that state or went through that breakthrough, you never go into that space and notice this and notice that, notice this and notice that. And it's also separation. A lot of people think I'm still talking about how the social it is, but a lot of people think that going through breakthroughs or going through a new space or whatever, it's bad. That's the norm. Oh, you should be like this. If you feel like this or you feel like that, or if it doesn't go your way, that's bad. And that's how indoctrination and programs and shit like that been. But you feeling, you going through new spaces and birth and nakedness, that's good. But going to the social norm, that connects to that. How when we talk about it, but there's no action done because it's so used to being in a comfortable space, or if it's not on social media or anything that's trending or popular, they don't go for it because it's like social media. Just say social media ever came up. If a nigga was just talking about social media, or I like to create a platform and shit like that, a person yeah, that sounds good, but there's no action put over it, or it'd be like, oh yeah, you just talking. But it takes time and action to make shit happen. Niggas think oh, you have a thought. That thought that you had, that's value and shit like that. And it takes a person to spark shit, but it takes a group of people to form shit to the ground, stabilize shit. And that's what Shadow Dolo, that's what he been doing. And I get how this world, I actually watched Mooney Mercury's live and shit like that, talking about humanity's doom, and it really is that. And that also connects to that, because how the social norm is and shit like that. Niggas just be talking, and the only reason why niggas just be talking because it's what's popular, or they don't have it's no individuality and shit like that. But shout out though, Eon and shit like that, or how this world is really ass. Cause it's no real ass niggas, individualities are in the radar, but no individual people that's actually trying to make shit happen around this world, trying to spread off and shit like that. It just, everybody's trying to be like another nigga, or trying to mimic, or trying to pose as some other shit. And that's some shit that you gotta take heed for to do shadow work and shit like that. But it's cool to talk. I don't mind talking and shit like that, but that talking, that shit gets boring because you want to start doing shit. And we on Earth type of material plane and shit like that. So you gotta take action. You can't just be thinking and feeling all day. You can think and feel. There's time to think and feel, but it's actually what you gonna do about it? Cause we in the Earth. We on Earth right now, my nigga. That shit get boring afterwards. It'd be ha ha, he he, ha ha and shit like that. But it takes time to come up with some shit and then actually do it. It ain't oh, thinking and feeling all day and then talking about it all day and then this and that. And then even a Gemini, I get Gemini, they like to talk and shit like that. But like I would say, like Geminis, some Geminis, they not like just all talk. Like some Geminis, if they got like a little Earth placements, or like it don't have to be Earth, it don't have to be Earth in their chart. But like if they about that business, they get down to it. Like shout out to them. Like it's good to talk, but like actually do shit, you know. But like that's one thing that I noticed, like how like the society behaviors are, and like just behaviors, and then also seeing how from a first-hand perspective how I behave around society, and also how I behave alone, and how I do things. Because I could be talking, and then actually how my behavior does, it's like, okay, let's talk more doing. And then also how I go into social groups or go into society and see how they behave. It's like just talk, and then they only do shit when it's popular. Like, oh, social media does this, social media does that. Like, there's nothing wrong with social media, but it's a tool. It's like it's not what you do, it's how you do it. So like I go in different social groups, they just talk about what's popular or whatever, or like, you know, they just do shit whatever trending. They don't do shit just because they like it, or they don't do shit just to be themselves. They do shit because, oh, this is what's trending or whatever, or social media, or Lady Gaga, or some motherfucking Trick Daddy, or what's that nigga name? Titty Grizzly? Yeah, Titty Grizzly and some shit like that. Like, it's like what's so popular and shit. Like, that's what they talk about. They don't talk about from things they want to do. And don't get me wrong, people probably talk about shit they want to do and spark it, but people don't fuck with it. So then they get into their little hermit mode or whatever. And there's nothing wrong with hermit mode, because if you about your business in your hermit mode, that's cool. But like if you go in the hermit mode from insecurities and then low self-esteem, that's not cool at all. Like, it's probably people that spoke out, but they never like done it for themselves because they want to do it. They need validation or see validation, which is not cool at all. But that goes on to like the social how society works and shit like that, because it plays on how you think and what you do, and then also your emotional state. And then like astrology adds on, you know, the moon in the sky, the sun in the sky, how it plays during the night, day and night. You know, it's good to go outside during the day, you know, put that energy work, and then when you come home, you get it's like a little mini harvest it's like a little mini harvest when the moon's, you know, when it's nighttime, because it's a feminine. But, you know, whatever you put out during the day, you should come to you when you relax and go home and shit like that. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say about the, you know, social, and how it's like played on. Like, it's good to talk and shit like that, but it's like less action, and it's like it's less genuine action from an individual. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say.